Hey guys, it's Gaia, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. So last week we did a video on what things you should bring to university, as in the essential things that a lot of people end up forgetting. So today I will be talking about what not to buy or bring to university. Okay, so hear me when I say I brought so much useless stuff when I first came to university, and I mean it, like literal crap. So don't be like me, don't be like this girl. Listen to this video because you will be saving so much time and energy if you do. This video is also perfect for you regardless of whether you've started packing or not. Also, for those who regularly watch my channel, you probably have noticed I have a slightly different background today, and that is because I am currently staying at my boyfriend Dan's for a few days. If you do find this video helpful, please give it a massive thumbs up, and if you want more university advice and to join this cute little YouTube family we have going on, feel free to click that subscribe button. I'd be more than happy to have you. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight on to today's video. So first off, don't bring all of your clothes. I know it can be so tempting to think that you need like all of your clothes, and you might already be one of those people that has started planning out like specific outfits for your uni lectures, but trust me when I say after literally the first few weeks you end up just not putting in as much effort into what you actually look like. Try to bring clothes as well based on the season. So at the moment we are obviously starting September, so think about bringing like warm light jackets and maybe like one thick coat or something. It can also be really tempting to want to bring like all of your coats and shoes, especially for like nights out, because you think you'll need it, like you think you'll need like a coat for every single possible situation at university, but you won't need them. I brought like 8 different pairs of shoes to uni last year and I ended up using like 2. Also remember, you don't know how much clothes you can actually fit into your uni room until you actually get there, so the last thing you need is bringing like your entire wardrobe and literally only being able to like fit like a quarter of it. I know this can be hard though for those that are international students or students that can't always go home, but bottom line is don't bring everything. Number 2, your A-level notes or old college folders. This can be really tempting to bring as well, especially since you might think they'll be quite useful to refer back to during your course. I was one of those people and I brought about like 3 folders for psychology, and trust me when I say I didn't use them. They ended up just sitting in some pile of books on my floor. Also remember, you can Google anything instead. Like, you don't need your A-level notes. Think about it, it's just extra things to take back, so don't do it. Number 3, don't bring any valuables or your best stuff. So since you'll be away for a while, I know it's going to be very tempting to want to bring all your nice jewellery and shoes and makeup and clothes and whatever, but I really don't recommend doing so, especially in first year when you're living with strangers. Your stuff will get damaged potentially, especially if you leave it in communal areas, because even if you tell people not to touch your stuff, they will. So if you were to look at my current kitchen pots and pans that I take to university, you'd be able to see that they have like all sorts of scratches and marks all over them, because my first year flatmates must have like scratched the bottom of them with like, I'm guessing like a metal fork or something. Yeah, you'll find in university that people really don't care, even when the stuff isn't theirs. Even in second year, I ended up finishing the year with 0 forks because one certain flatmate of mine kept using them whenever she liked. Once I even found one of my forks completely like broken in 2 on the floor, because I'm guessing on like the previous night she'd like gone on some drunken night out and just came in and decided to use my stuff. And even when they say they'll buy you a replacement, they won't. I mean, she didn't. I'm still waiting. In the end, I had to buy myself a complete new set of cutlery, which isn't the greatest when I could be putting that money towards something else. You'll find that quite a lot of people at university aren't brought up with the same decent manners and respect for other people's stuff as say you've been brought up with, so bear that in mind when you are leaving things in the communal areas. So don't bring your best stuff. If you have to, I recommend just leaving it in your room away from any flatmates. Number 4, don't bring every possible kind of kitchen utensil you can find. It can also be very tempting to buy every single possible kitchen utensil you can find on the internet because you'll think you'll need it, but you won't. I advise just bringing the main stuff, such as a 16-piece set of cutlery, 3 pots and pans ranging in size, a cheese grater, a wooden spoon, oven mitts, a baking tray, and a few cups. Maybe even a bottle opener, but that's it. Also, don't bring any like unnecessary baking equipment to university unless you actually bake as a proper hobby. So when I started university 2 years ago, I brought about like 7 different ladles and spatulas, and I even brought like this potato masher, I remember, because I thought, you know, I could really start to experiment with my cooking ability while I'm at university, that I'd have so much time, and after lectures I'd just come home and sit down and cook myself a nice home cooked meal. Spoiler, I didn't. I ended up living on like ready meals every day for the rest of first year, because after a lecture you just can't be arsed sometimes. You just want to have something light and easy and just go to bed. You don't want any fuss. So most of that said kitchen stuff is still completely brand new. Yeah, major mistake there. And I have a feeling I won't even use them in third year. So yeah, don't be like me. Stick to the basics so you save a lot of money. Number 5, don't bring loads of storage containers. So I actually do recommend bringing storage containers. Okay, hear me out. Or like little boxes that you can put on shelves so like it neatens up your whole room. But here's the thing, don't buy like loads of them until you get to university and actually know like the size of the space that you're working with and like what shelves you actually have, or else you'll end up bringing several containers that just aren't the right size or are too big and just get in the way really. Number 6, don't bring a massive suitcase or suitcases. Yeah, don't bring a big suitcase when you move into university, because again, you don't know the size of your room. You may not even know yet whether there's even storage under your bed. So why waste money on a suitcase that you can't even fit in your own room? So instead of bringing like several massive suitcases, invest in like a medium-sized suitcase, and for the rest of the stuff that you need to move in, use Bag for Lives that you can get from like Aldi or Tesco or like any supermarket that sells like the proper sturdy, proper hard plastic ones. These are honestly such a lifesaver because they're sturdy enough to like move your stuff across safely, but they can easily be squished up in like such a small ball and like easily just pushed into some cupboard away. So it ends up just saving you so much space, and trust me, you will really want that when you end up like unpacking. No one likes a really full room, especially since student rooms are like notoriously small, so you want as much space as you can get. Number 7, don't bring an iron, a kettle or a toaster. Don't be one of those people that wastes money on these. Your uni halls or house will no doubt come with these already like in your flat with the rest of your inventory, and also you'll find at university you probably won't even need to iron that much stuff in particular. If you aren't sure that your university accommodation like has these items in its inventory, I advise to contact them now, just so if you do need to buy them, you aren't like buying it last minute and at a really expensive, horrible price. Number 8, don't bring excess decorations and posters. This can also be really tempting, especially for those who like can't wait to get to university to decorate their room and make it all aesthetic. Like, I get you. I was one of those people, and I probably still am one of those people. Like, I remember they threw this freshers fair when I was in first year, and I came away from it probably buying like 8 or 9 different posters, no joke. Like, I literally just loved them all, and my room began to look a bit cluttered. Even if you are one of those people that does like covering their walls completely in posters, you will find it to be an absolute pain when you are having to take them all down at the end of the year when you move out. So don't buy loads of decorations. I advise just bringing like a few photos that you can maybe stick on your wall, 1 or 2 fairy lights. I know that can be really tempting to buy more though, and maybe 1 or 2 posters. You'll be saving yourself so much packing time if you do. Number 9, don't bring any fabric softener or any other unnecessary laundry items. Like the kitchen utensils, you don't need to buy every single possible washing detergent or fabric softener. Most university laundrettes or washing machines only require those washing pods that you can get that are like this size. That's all you really need. Just a box of 30 washing pods and you're ready to go. Also for the laundrette, make sure you have spare cash to put in the washing machines or your uni wash card, whatever you need to access the washing machines and tumble dryers in the laundrette. And finally, number 10. Don't bring a massive food shop. Again, you have no clue how much space you're going to have in your fridge and freezer at university, and for most students, that's not a lot. I advise only like packing food for the first week, just so you have enough while you find your bearings. Even if you do run out of stuff within the first few days, you still have the opportunity to be able to buy some there. This is so much better than desperately having to find room in your kitchen, or even like being forced to keep some of your food in your room because you literally have no space because you've brought like the whole supermarket worth of food when you first moved in. So there you have it. Those are 10 items that you should not buy or bring when you come to university. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful for you. Hopefully, if you had any worries about what to buy for university, this video has now answered any questions. If it did, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, just so I know my advice is helping. But yeah, apart from that, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in Saturday's video. Bye!